would be up there messing with the couch. Always up there fucking with something. I need to find some ridgewood. I definitely don't have enough to craft any ammo.
Damn dust.
Travel to a merchant real quick because my inventory is full and I need some crafting resources.
Pretty uneasy. We should appreciate these brief moments of sunshine.
They can call it a ceasefire, but the usurpers are starving us out, plain and simple.
That was worth it.
Fuck no, it wasn't.
Let's work together. Well, they're still surprised.
Gotten far. Look around.
Should have brought a cart.
This is what you intend. To bring these ancient things back to life.
Their power serves us.
Machine demons from beneath the ground. It's a nightmare.
Nightmares. Yes, the worst dreams of our enemies come true. Yes, rise!
Dogs love to sit
We're
right
catching him
underneath
alone.
the wheels of my
These
chair.
things will destroy us all!
They will only destroy our enemies and bring us back the lands that were
My focus. Stop working.
Search the area. We may have intruders.
You've come a long way since the Citadel, Aloy.
You. What have you done?
I've disabled their focuses, which is very helpful to you. But I don't know for how long. If I were you, I'd act quickly.
Who are you? Going down fast.
I knew I couldn't fucking see him. I should have just waited. I thought he was blending into the background, not all the way on the other side of the rock.
Nora girl lives?
Kill her!
No, you had your chance.
Hear me out.
They don't have to try to sell me. I think they used him. I don't think that
I'm ready.
he knew there was gonna be an ambush. That's why they hacked into his
Hear me out.
his headpiece.
I promise. I'll tell you everything.
I know you will. The killers who came for me at the Proving, who are they?
The Eclipse. Some kind of holy warriors. A cult of the Shadow Carja.
Shadow Karja?
Except they're not like any Carja I've known. They don't pray to the sun. They worship some kind of devil.
I'm not interested in their superstitions.
Oh, it's not a superstition. Their devil is real. It has a name, a voice. The most terrible voice. And they do its bidding.
There has to be like one of those machines.
What are these Eclipse cultists after besides me?
They never said. But given the Carja civil war, they must want to overthrow Sun King of Odd and take Meridian back.
What do I have to do with that?
I don't know.
When they attacked the Proving, a man came for me. Tall, strong, dead eyes.
Helis,
And who is he?
the terror of the sun. Stacker of corpses, we Oseram called him, when he was the Mad Sun King's champion. If only he'd died with his king. But now he leads the Eclipse. I tell you, he's the most dangerous man alive.
Shit, I hit the wrong button. Hold up. I just wanted to check my video settings because it looks slightly darker than what I usually have it on.
How did the Eclipse recruit you? I know they took your family hostage, but why you?
I was a scrounger, a rummager in dark places, good at what I do. I suppose they knew I would serve them well as a scout. I had taken a delve near Maker's End. When I surfaced, they were waiting. I laughed when I saw the priest, but then he showed me Helis's encouragement. I didn't laugh after that. They gave me a focus to watch my every move. I followed orders.
You had access to Meridian. Why didn't they get to Avad through you?
Too much dirt under my nails for an audience with the one true Sun King. But whatever Ursa or Aaron told me, the Eclipse heard every word through my focus. That's why I couldn't warn you. If I'd tried, they would have killed my family.
The Eclipse were sent to kill me because I look like another woman. Older, maybe twice my age, short hair. Who is she?
I don't know. My focus found her image once, in the ruins at Maker's End. Maybe you can find her there.
You found her image in the ruins? How?
There was a door. Beside it, a kind of ancient device that contained the woman's image. My focus recorded the location. You do look like her. Is she your mother?
I know
I'm
it's
the
her
one
mom,
asking
but
questions.
I think she's tied into it by, I think her mom had something to do with creating the machines.
You say this devil the Eclipse worship has a name?
Hades. That's what they call it.
Hades. And you've heard it speak?
Steel to my soul. I heard. Just once, when it saw
Oh,
you.
I'm thinking it's
Such
that
a
other
voice.
program that controlled the...
Your guts. A metal sound, but like nothing dug from the earth or smelted in a forge.
And what did it say?
System threat detected. Just 3 words. But in the voice of a devil.
Why are the Eclipse digging up ancient machines? And how do they get them to work?
I thought they wanted them for scrap, but they brought them back to life. Plugged some kind of device into the corpses so that Hades could whisper to them and call them from their grave.
I've fought that kind of machine before. Are there others?
Yes, the ones you fought today they called corruptors, but there are others, much bigger, bristling with ancient weapons. Those they call Deathbringers. I've only seen them buried in the ground, but after today, anything is possible.
Sounds to me like they're raising an army.
If so, the world will fall. And I helped dig the pit.
I've heard enough. It's time to finish this.
I won't beg for my life. But if there's any mercy in you, free my family. Please.
Where would I find them?
My focus recorded the location. There are always guards there. You look like you can handle yourself.
It will take many good deeds to make up for the crimes you've committed.
You're sparing me? After all I've done?
Yes. Forge a new life, Owen. One of better make.
Then the rest of my life will be lived in your debt.
Go to the place where your family is being held and wait for me. We'll make their lives the first ones you save.
I didn't earn this mercy, but I will die to make myself worthy of it. I will be waiting for you.
I think this is an area that I tried to get into before, and I couldn't get there. Like, I cleared out the area. I remember clearing out a bunch of machines around here. But I do remember that the pathway was cut off. Like, I couldn't get up to where I needed to get to.
Maker's End. Not much farther now. Olin said he found an image of the woman I resemble on an ancient device. If she's my mother, why would there be traces of her all the way out here? So far from Norland. I don't get it. Who is she?
Her name is Elizabeth Sobek.
You! Spying through my focus again? Well, go on. What do you know about her?
Stay on your present course, and before long, you'll know her as well as I do. Maybe better. But be wary. Maker's End is crawling with Eclipse troops. To help you deal with them, I've left some useful equipment just outside.
Oh, those relics. What do the old ones do here? Who is he and how... does he know these things? He said Elizabeth Sobek. What kind of name is that? Right where he said it would be. Not a bad selection. I'll put those to use. Why
If I
are
didn't
you
already
doing
have
this?
shit, it wouldn't have helped me.
Because I
pass
want
this
you to
mission,
succeed.
I'm sure.
Good hunting. We'll talk later.
Wait! Damn him. melted snow.
Fuck, I can hear something off in the distance. Sounds like some kind of manufacturing or something.
What have they been uncovering here?
So back here in this right corner is where I couldn't climb up before.
Explosion. Another explosion.
Yeah, this might be bad. Because I know I've never seen this machine before. When I heard him tell the story and he called it a death bringer, I was like, oh fuck. And this is the last machine, so I knew I hadn't seen it before. Can't read it with the fucking camera blocking it. Hold on. Just let me move it for 1 second. So that looks like it's more internal. So the flamethrowers are exposed. Maybe the grenade launcher is internal too. Damn. One of the gun turrets. So the swarm launcher and the flamethrower is what I need to target. Because most of the other shit looks internal. So.
Look out below!
can't even see how many I have of it up here.
Rotate turret! And fire! All weapons operating. Time to get it moving. And be quick about it. No daydreaming.
Loose humans is what's going to cause the damn problem.
Has to be one of the death
A lot of
warriors on
times,
top.
once the
Unless I destroy
they're
it.
not as difficult as you single them out. Like those watchers, the humans are going to be a pain in the ass. I have to get them first.
Over here! Turret! It stopped working.
I've disabled his focus. This is up to you.
Steam's blasting out.
that person the whole time we were fighting.
Finally.
Got one right here.
My dumbass.
Can't see them.
Did it. Those things pack a punch. All right. That Eclipse officer had a focus. Let's see. Snow chill itches. Let's see what you have to say.
Don't put it in. It might corrupt you. See? Damn it.
What is this?
The entity lives. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Oh! What the hell was that? Hades? Hey! Mysterious stranger, did you see that? No answer, huh? Figures. I need to find a way inside the tower.
Hold for identiscan.
One of these again.
Shit, she's old enough that it might be her grandmother and
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. Please step inside.
yeah, it's gotta be either mom or grandma. Because I know the
Dr.
DNA.
Phobos, you are 355,510 days overdue for your meeting with Mr. Farrell. Please proceed to the 35th floor.
Because
wait.
each
350,000. That's hundreds of years ago. What's going on?
Because your mother, your grandmother, your great-grandmother, they all share the same mitochondrial DNA, because that gets passed down from the mother to each child, you know, each grandchild, stuff like that. My TV screen is so big that it almost like wraps you up. Like it feels. That's why I have to turn my head so much. It feels like I'm in the fucking game. It's ridiculous. When I first got it, it was so difficult to play because I wasn't used to having to move my head so much, but now it's like second nature. When I opened the door earlier, I must have let a fly in the house. That shit just spooked me up. That's so many damn turns, I'm gonna forget which way to go to backtrack.
A Deathbringer. Or a statue of one, anyway. A machine, not to kill. And they honored it?
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe, Faro leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Faro Focus, to the dynamic chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Faro remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising. Faro Automated Solutions. For every problem of life, a smart solution.
So they made the Focus.
And that sounds so human.
5,000 people?
Like humans
That's bigger than a tribe.
worked so hard and created so much of this
they
shit.
made machines and
Then the
devices.
machines took over.
I guess those things were common in their world. What was this place? What were they doing here?
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. and they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've
But me and
uploaded
this
some
dude
data
gonna have to
files to your
introduce each
focus.
other before he keeps jumping in my ear.
They'll help you understand.
Intruding on my privacy, you motherfucker.
Now, I know this must seem like a bizarre change in direction. I mean, we're Faro Automated Solutions, right? #1 robotics firm in the world. Why would we clear our production slate to fabricate human-operated vehicles and weapon systems, the relics of the past? All I can say at this juncture is... trust me, we will be exploiting a massive, growth opportunity by retooling and reallocating capacity according to my plan. So I will need revised projections of mass fabrication velocity across every pipeline within 36 hours.
So they were making machines, but then they stopped to make other kinds of weapons. Why?
So if you think of the equivalent in our time, you know, our unmanned aerial drones that we use to bomb Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, etc., etc. Now imagine those smart devices,
The air.
but in this context, the machine.
Not even Old Death.
And you
Nothing
know, like
natural.
the way the battlefield is trending towards cyber warfare. You know, now imagine as deadly as our drones are. Imagine somebody getting control of them. You know, but since we released tech like that in the intervening years, all these other countries have been able to develop their own. So, and you'd imagine that America has some of the best defenses to something like that, but how much is the gap between U.S. and other countries?
But I could get through.
Could you imagine what kind of shit that would be if, even if it wasn't ours, if one country committed cyber espionage on an enemy country, took over one of their drones, and then attacked their own. Because in this case, you know, the machines had to have been friendly for a long time. For them to keep replicating them, they couldn't have just went haywire immediately. So, fuck, that scared the shit out of me. Damn it. So I'm thinking it was probably like some malicious code or something. My headphones are so loud and it was so quiet that shit just made my heart skip a beat. I was concentrating on thinking so many scenarios and shit. And now what I believe is, okay, so this is where I started. But there was definitely a way that I didn't go yet. Maybe I should jump down there before I go up. Because I can always get back here from the way I came.
I'll bet I can use that as a ramp to get back up.
Oops.
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of...
Alright, hold on, just bear with me a second. I want to make sure I know way to run and all that jazz. In case I get ambushed. Plus, man, I've spent so many hours collecting stuff off stream, and I don't want to just, for the sake of the stream, run through somewhere that I can't get to again and be skipping collectibles. Depends on what game I'm playing. A lot of times I don't, but if I spend hours on top of hours running around collecting shit, I'm trying to get 100%. Alright, so I think I covered everywhere. I done ran in here like 3 times. Fuck!
Looks like I can climb here. I can't spare the weight. I know I'm fucking missing something. Oh, okay, there we go.
Okay, those right there, I haven't seen one of those before. I don't know what that is.
No room. People were angry at Faro, at the corporation. They blamed this place for something. Something bad.
Those don't look like weapons, though. They look like they fabricate something.
The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package. Designed for high-speed, all-terrain reconnaissance. It boasts the world's highest survivability rating of any Scout-class autonomous agent. Maybe it's the Scarab's emergency biomass conversion systems that ensure it always makes it back to base, even if fuel supply lines have been interdicted. Or maybe it's the Scarab's ability to slave enemy robots to its own network. Now that's force multiplication. Add a prehensile manipulator arm that can handle a host of functions. From 360-degree less lethal riot management to surgical repairs of Allied chariot line models. And you've got the workhorse of any cutting-edge peacekeeping fleet.
The Corruptor. Slave enemy robots to its own network. It sounds like it's talking about how it corrupts machines.
The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether you're...
Oh, man. Come on.
The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee. Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled,
so it can
repaired,
just keep
and
manufacturing
ready,
enemies,
extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform. That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready. The future of automated warfare made real today.
The Metal Devil. So these were Faro machines too. Manufacturing capabilities.
And they named it Horus.
Then how would you ever stop them?
The FSP-5 Kopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability. Metamaterial construction delivers unmatched recoil dampening, allowing you to field any weapon package that conforms to your budget needs and conflict resolution profile. Patented biomass conversion systems allow extended emergency operations with minimal environmental impact. Multilinear target processing provides simultaneous real-time threat analysis and legal review for autonomous domestic operations. Or control can be slaved to the swarm's neural network for weapons-free force application. Either way, when it's time to call out the big guns, it's time to call Kopesh.
The Deathbringer. So this was the heavy hitter. Main battle force indeed.
So that one of those can take over enemy robots. Another one replicates smaller robots. And that last one is a motherfucker. Could you imagine the Corruptor running around the Deathbringer, and then that other one just replicating other enemies? As soon as you kill one, it can replicate another one.
Looks like the way up. What's left of it. Maybe a long way up. Frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek. If plants can find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too.
I want to be able to look and see where those targets are, so... Because though it looks like there's two different ways to get up, and they lead to two different areas.
Can't let myself stiffen up.
That began when they engaged in unauthorized offensive operations against robots and human personnel of the Hearts Timor Energy Combine. Now, I wish that I could relate that the crisis has been exaggerated, but it's not. The Peacekeepers have not responded to stand-down codes, and by all signs, they appear to be replicating at a precipitous rate. Now, what I can promise, can absolutely assure you, is that I am already devoting every possible resource towards reaching a speedy conclusion to this issue. So when you hear the bad talk about us against this company in the days, maybe weeks to come, just bear in mind that we will get past this. That a day's coming when none of this will matter.
Peacekeepers. That's what they call their machines.
This is the perfect
built for war, not peace.
Example of human folly. Like thinking that even though you've made a monumental mistake, that human ingenuity can get you out of it no matter what. When how many times throughout humanity have we failed to just cut our losses, you know, before it reached something we couldn't take back? It's the way I feel about atomic weapons and shit. Because I don't think Truman had to drop those bombs on Japan. I think we could have beat them without it, you know? But that just goes to show how sadistic people are. And moreover, how heartless our military is. Can you imagine vaporizing hundreds of thousands of people in seconds? Like, what in the fuck did the people in Nagasaki and Hiroshima have to do with Pearl Harbor? You know? But I think it was one of those things where because the propaganda you see is, oh, we dropped it to limit casualties on the back end. But at the same time, how many people died in Hiroshima and Nagasaki combined versus how many people died in Pearl Harbor? It's not even remotely the same.
A way up. All it takes is a few good handholds.
Fuck, I don't want to jump down and can't get back up though. Oh, it's on the other side of the fucking wall. Son of a bitch. Down to get back up.
Full already.
Ah, damn it. Almost fell to my death fucking around. another way in there.
All right, made it. Wonder what we'll find.
There's no way to climb back up, so this looks very suspect. Hopefully it's just a cutscene. Oh, shit. Alright, so I have to go there. Let me climb up here first. Man, I'm gonna be so fucking high up by the time I get up here. Yo, I can barely see the ground. I'm probably gonna get all the way up here and not be able to do nothing because I have to finish that part down there first.
Good. Another power cell. If I find more, I should be able to get to that ancient armor I found.
Yeah, for sure. I can't see the ground at all. Gangsta! Alright, so it was good that I climbed up there because I'll probably need to use this power cell to activate this machine.
I'd have to ditch something.
Oh, this shit is crazy how high up it is. Makes me afraid of heights in this bitch.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy Alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
Alright, this promises to be interesting.
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So, spit it out.
There's a glitch in the chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch.
Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another file has been recovered.
I don't even like contemplate shit like that. You know, this is a game, but still, man. some of those things gets my mind to thinking of how many parallels there are today, you know?
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots.
Peacekeepers.
That consume biomass as fuel.
In emergencies.
And you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean.
Right. Before the truth kicks out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted.
The Faro robots threatened all life on Earth, but somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final Pharaoh has been recovered.
We as humans, because we've evolved higher than other mammals, we think that we got it all figured out. That's what creeps me the fuck out about the COVID shit. How many other viruses have been tailored the way this one is? You know? And it makes me think of this mishap. You know, if it's natural, it's all good. But if that shit got out of a lab or something, that's the same storyline right here. Humans thinking they know better and creating something that just wreaks havoc.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I'm speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me. I'll sign.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
God forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Expressly.
It makes me think, like, maybe she decided to turn him against, you know? Like, what other solution would it be?
Doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no
Oh, that's
idea
my dude from The Wire.
how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Pharaoh robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime. And what you want to know is my name. Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
He doesn't seem like a bad guy, though.
All right, Silence. You've made your point. I came to these ruins hoping to learn more about this Elizabeth Sobek. And I have, but I still don't understand my connection to her.
Come over here,
Or
buddy.
why the Eclipse is trying to kill
you.
me.
Standing over there
Or
staring
who
at the
Hades
curtain.
is. No answers, just one question after another.
Exactly. Which is why it's time to expand your frame of inquiry. Only then will you see just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Pharaoh robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The Old One's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
The sheer scope of the story in this game, it puts so many other games to shame. Like, I remember having this feeling playing God of War.
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you've still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside, that made that focus explode. That was Hades? It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More
It's
like
an AI.
with a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth. Has to be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect Pharaoh robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago...
Okay, so...
If she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
I'll wait till they're done
In
talking.
some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself. Now, if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
So, some of the fail-safes in this game are tied to a biolock. Okay, so follow me. What if she had a solution that was so horrendous, whether it's A, B, or C, right? But either someone betrayed her or a rogue machine caught up with her and eliminated her. If she shares that mitochondrial DNA, she may be able to facilitate the solution, you know?
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How is that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal? I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I'm nothing if not independent.
Maybe that's the group he left.
You said you've known for some time that Faro war machines destroyed the civilization of the Old Ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of?
Another idea I had earlier was, if she is her mother, and it's that huge time difference, what about something like cryostasis? That could have enabled the two timelines to come together if she didn't die.
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques.
See?
Pharmaceuticals, mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it.
My fucking noodle goes 100 miles an hour, and that's how I was...
Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation. Wasting time.
Or, see, it goes another one. So I thought of cryostasis. I also thought of, what if she or that company reached a technological capacity to upload her consciousness to the AI or the net? That wouldn't have preserved her body to give birth, but
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Asuram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the eastern mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil or a BOR-7 Horus.
That's way behind the original
I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person.
I tried to climb up there on my own at the beginning of the game and it didn't work.
Getting down will be a lot faster than getting up here, at least. U.S. Robot Command next. Telling the secrets of Zero Dawn.
Alright, yeah, I'm not climbing all the way down there. I'm gonna jump down just to see if there's anything underneath me, and then I'm fast traveling. Cause see, this is a different direction entirely. I didn't see this earlier. So
Snow. Prickles on my skin.
There may be something else that I can get access to.
Glad to see you well.
The machine spirits were peaceful until the Oseram desecration. The grove was a place.
I just got a message about somebody who clearly don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Talking about that DMX died with nothing. They must not know that he was one of the highest earning rappers of all time. There's like 4, maybe 5 people other than him that make more than he did. You know? But if Mike Tyson can blow it all. See, I knew it was a fucking setup. Fuck it. I can blow his ass up from here.
Up on high.
That does it. Time to take a look around the room.
See, that's why they tried to set me up, because when I was standing out there, it didn't show any heat signature, it didn't show any robots. And if I'd have went running and it made me slide down further, they'd have fucked me up.
Too.
This must have been like a military base.
Good find.
Similar to the one that's in the side of, if I'm not mistaken, the Cheyenne Mountains.
Battle. Frozen in ice and time.
Looks like quite an enduring victory we put our foot in today.
Contact in 30 seconds.
Hey, think that's enough time for Sobek to finish Zero Dawn? If this is really it, I gotta say, it's been an honor to serve beside these tanks.
Here it comes.
Brace for contact!
Are you getting this, Silence? Silence?
Say it again, Lieutenant.
I got some. Titan is through the defenses. Still on approach.
A live one, and it's pissed.
We've got no mobility in here. It'll punch right through us.
We hold the hedge at all costs, then push back out. Titan inbound, same play as Akron. Base defense locks it down. We engage, sever the lens, blast out the fountains.
Another day in the life. Record time, really close. Anti-MOB on point. Hoorah!
Silence, you getting this?
What is it?
All these soldiers. They died here.
People die all the time. I'll keep going and find something interesting.
Got too much already. Operation Enduring Victory. What did that mean? Whatever it was, doesn't seem to have turned out very well.
Sort of like Operation Enduring Freedom. Oh, man. This seems very ominous. I can hear something fucking beeping behind me somewhere. Wow, that's a trip.
Must have been where the soldiers slept. Like the lodge in Mother's Heart, I guess.
Log. Third Battle of California Marine. The swarm came in from the Pacific, and I don't know if it was the local Minutemen or the crazy 15th, but they'd set the garbage patch alight. Man, the sea was on fire. That stuff was... The first wave of bots came in covered in burning sludge. It bought us an hour or two of slaughtering them on the beaches before the swarm recalculated. We pulled them inland, back through the Kalmar sprawl. Dropped buildings on them, EMP'd the grid. Standard operating procedure. The last time I was in California, I was 5, 6? The light was like that vintage social net filter that was everywhere in the 40s. Log. First battle of the eastern seaboard wall. Had a long run up to it. This was before Kalmar, and projections were a lot worse for the east.
Stop, leave me alone.
For 3 weeks, we kept getting scrambled out to some coastal burg to train Minutemen. It was always raining on account of Europe already being torched. Block after block of prefab barracks. They were still printing barracks right up until the hour the main force hit. The Minutemen? We ran combat drills with them in the streets where they'd lived, trying to pretend they might live to die somewhere else if they paid attention. Nothing worse than the ones who actually bought into it. Hopeful, pestering us with questions about Zero Dawn like we know something they don't. I swear, the more we do this, the more like the bots we are. Except they learn from it.
You guys need to go play, because you're interrupting me.
What was this place?
Recalls, I've been instructed to remind you of Article 115 of base policy regarding unauthorized use of processor cycles. Specifically 115C. Any holographic simulation not directly related to operational training or efficiency. Consider yourself reminded, and enjoy your gaming.
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the wrecking recalls. I don't know.
Furnishings
20
are
drops.
metal.
In and out of the West
Glad they
Coast,
have it
fighting with these
comfortable.
civilian
It was the
enlistees,
metal
scrappy
world.
guys and
Guess they
gals.
were used to it.
Their training is basically, here's a DEW. When you see a bot, hit it. But somehow it's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse at Lithium Beach. Pulled out before its buddies arrived, but to see a big one go down, I hope you made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're gonna have a shot at turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs, then everything will be the way it used to be.
Just one bed. Maybe their war chief's room.
I hate reading these because they don't even be entertaining. I know I can't jump that damn far.
Hey, Y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
Three power lines, resources. That makes one. That's two. One more.
What am I supposed to? I know if I try to jump across that place that I saw earlier, I know she can't jump that damn far. Oh.
Okay, that did it. Sounds like that did it. Tools being used. No voices. No eclipse. Must be another way in. Another power cell. I only need one more to get to that ancient armor I found.
I hate when it fucking does this. Oh, you motherfucker.
Got it.
Surprise, you bitch, as soon as you come around that corner.
Off you go. It's them, all right. They're not looking for answers, just weapons. I'll take this.
I'm probably gonna have to drop the heavy weapon to jump across that chasm. Alright, let me take one more quick look over here. Hold on. Make sure I'm not just overlooking shit.
Might regret this.
Oh, damn it. Man. I could have swore I saw handholds back there.
Ames, I know I mail you too much. I'm just proud of what you're doing. Everyone back home is. We got moved inland 10 kilometers, just as a precaution, they say. School's still in session, so I get to keep my eye on Andres and Reggie. We never know where or when you're fighting, but when the VTOLs go over, all the kids run out and wave. I believe in you. I know nothing's ever gonna be the same, but I believe in you. I believe in us. Ames, I don't even know if you're alive anymore. The mails I get from you, they say they're from you, but they don't sound... They sound recycled. Phrases put together, and you don't say anything about the news I pass on. The containment zone, the rebreathers, the rioting, One Earth. What happened in the Dallas bubble, Ames, that wasn't the robots. They won't even give me a straight answer when I demand to know if you're still alive. They just say if your messages keep coming, then you're still operational. It's not fair, Ames. It's not fair that you won't be with me when the lights go out. I love you.
That's so sad.
Status report. 9th Mechanized Response Brigade, Commanding Officer Lieutenant Fiona Morrell. Unit morale continues to be adversely impacted by outbound engagements against the Pharaoh Plague, especially when said engagements occur in sectors where civilian guard enlistees have been heavily engaged. The scope and nature of fatalities suffered by civilian guard and unarmed civilians in these sectors defy description. And witnessing it is generating a pervasive sense of hopelessness in the unit.
Accordingly, I once again request that deployments of the 9th MRB be temporarily refocused on facilities that are mission critical to Project Zero Dawn. And once again, I request an immediate update on the status of Project Zero Dawn's timeline.
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the wreck and recalls, fighting with these civilian enlistees, scrappy guys and gals. That's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse. I hope we made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs. I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployments are getting real long. We have to put in for work for everyone. Like a family business. I still see you in the eyes of the people out there. They were glad to see us. They still had hope. I'm still fighting for you.
Akron, Ohio. It's right near my home.
No space. What is this?
That? It's a map.
A map of what?
Our world. The planet Earth, Aloy. It's not flat like you thought.
Why would I think that? During eclipses, the shadow cast on the moon is curved. So our world is a globe. And it looks like this, from a distance.
We'll discuss this another time. Back to the matter at hand.
The Faro robots were spreading across the world, eating everything up. Somehow. The eclipse. Tampering with a metal devil.
Man, that
But I don't think
machine
they
would have
can
been
break it
bigger
today.
than the whole damn screen.
Watch out!
Another Kobish. And this one can move.
Shit did not work out quite like I planned. uh, Alright, what I need is... know to fucking move and I keep running into those damn obstacles. Man, even though I'm like got everything ranked up, that shit took a lot of ammo. But now I know, like, even when I'm using a sling, I can only fire one shot. Every time I tried to fire more than one after it was already targeting, it kept wounding me.
Forget about traveling light. I'll tuck that away. Can't carry more.
Damn, it took 3 years from the first extinction to the complete extinction. seems like every form of attack that they could think of only degraded the environment worse, therefore making it harder to gain a victory.
Dr. Sobek, as projected, the Wichita salient has collapsed. 5 Horus-class Titans have broken through. We predict contact in 34 hours.
Everything is in position, General. It took a few shortcuts to pull everything together, but Zero Dawn is functionally complete.
That sounds like her!
That enduring victory served its purpose after all.
Yes, if we'd had even one day less.
I've sent you an encoded file, Doctor. Please do me the favor of archiving it.
I'll see what I can do. What is it?
A brief statement. An allocution of crimes
What if she cloned herself?
So what are you admitting guilt?
Over the past 16 months, Doctor, I have presided over the greatest wholesale slaughter of military personnel and civilians in the history of history. Genghis Khan, Hitler, Stalin, Sorabella, add them all together. They don't even come close.
You didn't do the killing, General.
No, not directly. But I didn't wind up the highest-ranked military commander in the United States by resisting the automation of the armed forces. Even before the swarm, Doctor, I was helping death along. So, instead of letting what I've done sink into the murk, forgotten, I've sent a file with all the details. Let posterity judge my actions with clear vision.
I'll do as you ask, General. But you should consider that were it not for your actions, our actions, there wouldn't be any posterity to judge us.
Perhaps. Dr. Sobek?
At ease, General. And goodbye.
Hell of a thing.
There's no way. Probably some mind-blowing fuckery afoot.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Thank you, Dr. Sobek. You can take a seat.
What? You're going to thank her after what she just said?
Dr. Sobek has made the situation very clear, General, and given us an option. We should all be thanking her.
Oh, it's just... I mean, my God.
Maybe take this discussion offline.
There's not going to be any discussion. You saw the numbers. Now, Pharaoh, he'll foot the bill, but his money can't buy the time necessary to complete Zero Dawn. That can only be paid for in blood.
Oh, come on. If we upgrade our fleet, crack the code somehow...
Were you not listening? Robots can't do the fighting for you this time. When it comes to hacking, this rogue swarm is an apex predator. Anything automated you throw at it, they will hijack and take over.
But this... we'd be throwing civilians into a meat grinder.
Commanders, the enemy we're facing self-replicates faster than we can kill it. And it eats biomass as fuel. Zero Dawn is all we've got.
Sacrificing humanity?
So we put a railgun in the hand of every civilian strong enough to carry one, show them where the trigger is, and point them to the front? How the hell do we sell that?
By giving them something to fight for. Zero Dawn. The top-secret super-weapons program that will save us. So long as humanity holds off the swarm long enough for Dr. Sobek and her team to finish it. The file I'm sending contains the war plan for Operation Enduring Victory.
War plan? This is a war crime.
It may be ugly, but it's something. Consider the alternative. Dr. Sobek, I've secured use of a decommissioned orbital launch base outside Bryce, Utah as the Zero Dawn staging area. Plenty of space there. When can you get started?
I've already mailed you a list of Alpha and Beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals or subjects of corporate holdings, so extracting them...
Leave that to me. You'll get your dream team. Count on it.
Then I'll be off.
Orbital launch base. What is that? What did these people do? What did Elizabeth do? Glad to be rid of that place. Now I just need to find the orbital launch base they talked about.
I've checked my data and located the base. That's the good news.
And the bad?
It's directly underneath the Citadel. The palace at Sunfall.
The capital of the Shadow Carja. Not exactly convenient.
The palace is crawling with Eclipse agents. Many in positions of authority, all of them wearing focuses. The moment they see you, Hades will too. He'll issue another kill order, and this time, the entire Shadow Carja military will be after you.
So, disable their focuses. You've done it before.
It's not that simple. Too many focuses in one place, each of them communicating with each other and back to Hades, a whole network of them.
Network? What's that?
Imagine a vast, invisible web stretched across the land from end to end, connecting focuses together, allowing them to communicate over vast distances instantaneously.
All right, so is there some way to cut the web down?
Crash the network. Audacious. Yes, there is a way. A weak point in the network.
Point the way.
I'll send the location data to your focus. Head there, and I'll be in touch when you're close with more directions.
What was Zero Dawn? What sort of super weapon did Elizabeth make? She stopped the machines. Not before the world she knew, her civilization, ended. Let's hope it won't come to that again.
I'm going on blind faith, trusting this dude. Putting all these pieces in place. Alright, so I'll do one more mission. Are they really gonna make me fall and die? Because, so, I don't see a feasible way to get down.
Now, how am I gonna get down from here? Oh, this should be quite the ride. do that again, if it weren't so much work to get back up there.
Okay, this is where I entered at.
Our mother has forsaken us. We cannot hope to be saved.
glad that's over with. Thanks for the help.
What are you doing out here all alone? Where are your men?
I'm not gonna risk their lives. I don't mind putting my worthless ass on the line, but not theirs. Sorry I had to drag you into it.
Don't worry. This is just an average day for me. You know, take down some machines, track some killers.
Right. I'd hate to see a busy morning for you. Ready to get started?
Tell me exactly what happened to Ursa. Start from the beginning.
No one knows for sure. She left in the middle of the night with a few of her best men.
Her best men? But she didn't
Fuck, I have
bring
a
you?
feeling that this is going to be a long-ass mission,
I've been
too.
drinking a lot. And maybe she thought... damn, I don't know. I couldn't hack it. Search parties found their bodies the next day and the corpses of some Shadow Karja cowards. It was an ambush. The Shadow Karja are animals. They beat her so bad we can't even show her face before burial.
I'm so sorry, Erend.
Yeah, well, when I find the soldiers who did this, they'll be sorry too.
You don't have any idea why she left in the middle of the night?
No. But it must have been urgent. A message, a report of some new Shadow Karja threat, I don't know.
Why would the Shadow Karja do this?
Because they hate us. And Ursa most of all. She teamed up with Avad to kick their asses out of Meridian. They've been licking their wounds for 2 years, but...
Just wait,
they
honey.
finally found a way to get back at her.
Just a little bit.
All right. Show me where Ursa fell, and I'll do what I can to help.
Come on, follow me.
Why would Ursa come all the way out here?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Is this Shadow Karja territory?
No. They broke the ceasefire as soon as they set foot in the cliff. Almost there. All right, this is it. Where the ambush happened. Our soldiers have been over it, but maybe that fancy artifact of yours can find a clue or something? Please. I need to find the bastards that did this.
These look like drag marks. Did someone move a body through here?
What do you see there?
This stain forms a line, as if blood dripped off the edge of something, like a cart. See? Cart tracks. I think someone moved the bodies here, then scattered them across the field.
Wait. Are you saying the dead found here were killed somewhere else? But why would the Shadow Karja do that?
At this point, I'm not taking it for granted that the Shadow Karja are responsible.
Of course they were.
Well, let's follow these tracks and find out.
All that higher ground up there just got to be an ambush coming up.
I get why they wanted Ursa dead. But why fake an ambush?
There's more to this. And we're gonna figure it out.
So they can avert blame to a different party.
These guys aren't Shadow Karja. They're from my tribe, the Oseram.
Is this how your people usually greet each other?
I can get you right here.
Uh-oh. What's that?
I think it's calling in machines. Get ready.
Oseram, not Shadow Karja. Looks like I was wrong about everything, as usual.
So they set up his sister too, probably.
Please, use that second sight of yours. I have to know what really happened.
I'm on it. What are those leather straps? Armor straps, cut with a knife, and a rock with blood on it. So much blood. A lot of people died here. A massacre.
Okay, that's where we came in at. Let me check this building out.
Looks like you could mount some equipment on that thing. There, by the tripod. A used power cell. These look like Vanguard weapons. There's no blood on them. Ursa's men didn't fight back. Those rocks, they're shattered. Something hit these stones. Something I've never seen before.
This is Ursa's helmet. I thought she died in the field below, but
Maybe
must
the
have been
rock
here.
breaker.
All this trickery. For what? Feels like it's just to torture me.
I have a theory, but it takes a little imagination.
So far, your theories are better than other people's facts.
All right. I think the Oseram ambushed Ursa and her men with a new weapon. They mounted it on that tripod up there. It fires waves of force, maybe sound. Looks like it cracked the stone there. I think it paralyzes people instead of killing them. It dropped the Vanguard right there. No blood on their weapons. No fight.
But why paralyze them if you're only gonna move them and gut them?
They were trying to hide something. Look here, a bloody rock.
That they used to smash Ursa's face in.
Or someone else's. These leather straps have been cut, as if they took the armor off someone.
That can't be. Her body is lying in state in Meridian. I saw it.
You said she was unrecognizable. Maybe they switched another body into her armor, someone around the same size, and mutilated it enough so it could have been anyone. Even Ursa. Go back to Meridian. Take another look at that body. If it's really Ursa, of course I'm wrong. But if I'm right...
Then my sister could be alive. I'm going. Meet me back there when you can.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. That'll be it for me this evening. I hope you've enjoyed this session. Come back and join me again. The reason why these last couple of gaming sessions have been Horizon is because I want to finish it before Forbidden West, and I already have a couple of games coming up that I know are going to dominate my time. So the next few times I upload will probably be this game, just to get more done in it. Because I owned it way back when it first came out, like on PS4, but I never finished it. And I've put in a ton of time doing all the incidentals, so I definitely want to finish this one now. But come back and holler at me, man. It's been fun.